And let's begin. So we're going to just use today a blanket or a towel. And let's begin from child's pose. So my blanket is there to protect my knees always. And here, as we set in our child's pose balasana, we're going to have two options with knees the edges of your mat, or knees and thighs together, whatever works for you. But make sure that you're moving the hips to the heels or somewhere there if you can reach all the way down. And then relax your elbows, your forehead towards the floor, or make a tower with your fist. Just take a moment here with the elbows out. That way you find space in between your shoulder blades. Eyes closed. Take a moment here to gently stretch the lower back, middle back. If you have your knees wider than your hips, you can soften your pelvic floor and just begin to bring the tension towards the breath. Feel the breath. Nice and easy. Relax the upper spine, the middle back, the lower back. And as you breathe in and out, especially with every inhalation, noticing the back of the rib cage expanding out. And as you exhale, notice how the muscles in between the rib cage are softening and releasing. Keep the breath flowing deep and long. Couple more rounds. And then from Balasana, Child's Pose, place the palms forward to draw the chest and have yourself into your tabletop position. For in this case, if you had your knees wider than the hips, I invite you to bring the hips under the hips and the wrist under the shoulders. Let's move into the cat-cow here. Inhale, drop the belly, arch, look forward. Exhale, round the spine into cat. Inhale, arch the spine, drop the belly, open the chest, look forward. Exhale, round into the cat. At your own rhythm, a few more rounds like that, slowly waking up the spine, linking the breath with the movement. The more control you have over the breath, if you link with the movement would follow and will be soft, gentle, and relaxed. Couple more rounds. And exhale, rounding into child's pose again. If you like, you can open the knees again, wider than your hips. Relax your forehead towards the floor, towards your hands. Concentrating back into the breath. Slowly releasing any tightness on your lower back, middle back. Make sure your elbows are out. Relaxing the shoulders towards the floor. And moving slowly again back to tabletop, knees under the hips. Let's rotate the hips to the right, towards the heels, towards the left, and forwards in the same direction. Keep moving, softening the shoulders, the elbows as you rotate the hips. Breathing in and out. And back to table, reverse to the left, hips to the left, towards the heels, inhale to the right and to table, same direction. One more round. and back through center. From here, neutral position, exhale, move the hips to the heels, Balasana, walk the hands to the left side of the mat, right hand on top of your left, forearms, elbows down, chin to the chest. Nice, easy breathing. Relax your shoulders. This is our first lateral stretch of the spine, gently stretching those muscles in between the rib cage on the right side of the torso. Lifting the head to chest slightly off the mat, walking to the right side. Left hand to your right hand, elbows down, forearms down, and relax your neck. Take a moment. Back to center, walk your hands, find your way to neutral position of the spine. Place the weight on your right hand, inhale to twist to the left, exhale, left hand down. Inhale, open and twist to the right, and exhale, hand down. Inhale to the left, exhale, lower, gentle rotation to the right, and down one more time, each side. Exhaling when you lower. Inhale as you open and twist. And exhale down. Move back to child's pose. Relax your neck. Relax your forehead towards the floor. Take a moment. And back to table. Let's stretch the front part of the torso. Now walk the hands to the front, left hand, right hand, and then release the forearms and the elbows down towards the floor. Puppy pose and move the hips up to the ceiling. Relax and breathe. Gently arching the upper spine, flattening the middle and the upper spine as you drop the chest down towards the floor. Use your breath. Deep inhales, full exhales. Inhale, press through the palms, pick up the elbows, right hand under the right shoulder, left hand under the left shoulder, and draw the right arm under your left arm, right shoulder, right side of the face down towards the floor. And if it feels right for your arm and your shoulder, wrap it around your lower back, or keep the forearm elbows towards the floor. Whatever works for you today the best. Use your breath. Now, if you have your arm down, bring the arm up to the sky and bring all the way the hand to the front of the mat. And lift into the fingertips and draw the left shoulder back and down. Use your breath. Inhale, bring the arm up to the sky. Flex the elbows, place the left hand under your left shoulder and do the twist tabletop position. Now left hand goes under the right arm, left shoulder down, left side of the face down. Wrap the arm behind your back or lower the forearm elbow down towards the mat. Hold in position and breathe. Bring the arm up to the sky and forward to the front of the mat. Come into the fingertips and then move the right shoulder back and down. Hold and breathe. Inhale, bring the arm up to the sky. Flex the elbow, right hand under the right shoulder and do the twist. Left hand under your left shoulder and move to child's pose, Balasana. Relax your elbows, your forehead towards the mat and take a moment. And hands by your knees. Press, lift the head, lift the chest, kneeling position, everybody. Make sure your knees are under your hips. Crown of the head is pointing towards the floor. Standing here, and then from here, let's step with the left foot forward, hands to your left knee. Lower the right hand down to the left foot, and then slide the right knee back. From here, lower your left hand down now, and tuck the toes under to lift the knee off the mat and rock back and forth, gently stretching calf muscle, Achilles tendon, as we slowly start opening the right hip flexor. Just move forward and back, forward and back. A few more rounds. And then drop the knee down, not under the hip, and then left hand to your left side, right hand to left side. Lift the chest, and then bring the arms forward and up. Shoulders back and down. Relax your shoulders, palms facing to each other. Hips and chest are facing to the front of the mat, and you're moving the pelvis gently to the front as you soften the shoulders and gently guide the shoulders and the upper spine back. Breathe through this. Iliosoa stretch. Notice if you're holding tension in your shoulders, listen back and down. Soften your hands, and then right hand down towards the floor. Keep the knee down and inhale, open and twist to the left. And exhale, lower the hand down. Inhale, open and twist to the right. And exhale, down. Open and twist to the left. And down. Open and twist to the right. And down. Now flex your right knee, and with your left hand, reach and hold and see if you can grab the top of your right foot with your left hand. Move the pelvis and the hips to the front. Breathing in and out. So we're stretching the quads. If you are biking, hiking, anything you're doing with your legs. Opening and stretching the quads. And release the foot down, straighten your left leg, move the hips back, pick up the ball of the foot, chin to your chest. Relax your shoulders. Nice, easy breathing. Keep the hips even and moving as you stretch the back of the knee, the hamstring, the calf muscles. Inhale, flex your left knee, guide with the chest forward, and then bring the left knee back to child's pose. Take a moment and breathe. Hands by your knees, lift the head, lift the chest, kneeling position. Stepping forward the right foot, hands to your left hand down to your foot. Tuck the toes under, pick up the left knee, both hands down. Now rock forward and back, forward and back, forward and back, forward and back. Just 2 or 3 more rounds, gently pressing through the heel. Feel the pull, the gentle stretch in that left hip flexor. And then lower the left knee down. Remember, not under the hips, hands to your thighs, lift the head, lift the chest, crown of the head pointing up. Bring the arms up and overhead. This time, flex the elbows, guide the elbows by your rib cage, palms facing to each other, cactus arms, and keep moving the pelvis forward and arching the upper spine. Use your breath. Exhale, lower your left hand down by your right foot. Open and twist to the right. Exhale, right hand down towards the mat. Inhale, open and twist to the left. Exhale, hand down. Inhale, open and twist to the right. Exhale, lower, one more. Lower the hand down. Now flex your left knee and reach with your right hand to grab the top of your left foot. And stretch the quad of your left thigh. Use your breath here. Couple more breaths. And release. And right hand down, straighten the leg, move the hips back, pick up the ball of the foot, and guide your chin to your chest. Use your breath again. Couple more rounds of breathing. Flex your right knee, lead with the chest, and bring the right knee to meet your left knee all the way down to child's pose. Soften the shoulders, elbows, take a moment and just relax as you breathe in and out through Balasana, child's pose. Back to table. Extend your left leg back and up. Flex the knee. Again, step forward with your left foot. This time, walk your left foot to the edge of the mat. Guide the right knee slightly back. And let's have your left knee over to your left ankle. Wrist under the shoulders. And again, drop the pelvis, the hips to the floor as you flatten the upper spine. Hold in position. Use your breath. And then walk your left foot in line with your left hip. Bring the left knee back, tabletop. Now the right leg goes back and up. Flex the knee, step forward, and then walk the foot to the edge of the mat. Wrist under the shoulders. Press the pelvis and hips against the floor as you flatten the upper spine. Close your eyes and just concentrate on the breath. And again, walk the hands in line with your hips. Bring the right knee back, child's pose. Relax elbows, forehead, neck, and take a moment. Back to table position. Now, slide the left knee few inches on the front, and then keep the right knee under your right hip. Asymmetrical child's pose. We're going to stretch the spine asymmetrically. Move the hips to the heels, relax your elbows, shoulders, and feel the stretch on the right side of the torso. And back to table. Left knee under left hip, right knee few inches to the front. Exhale, move the hips to the heels, and now left side of the torso now getting stretched. Keep the elbows down, keep the chin slightly tucked in so you're not holding tension in your neck and shoulders. And just breathe through the back line on the left side of the back, those muscles on the left side of your rib cage. Back to table. Left knee is in line with the right knee, and let's bring symmetry back to the body again. Move the hips to child's pose, both hips even, forehead towards the floor or towards the hands. Few round of breath here. And hands by your knees, lift the head, lift the chest, and let's come to a seated position. So sitting on the edge of your blanket, Sukhasana, easy pose with the knees bent or legs crossed, or you can have your legs in front of you. Bring the shoulders forward, up, back, and down. Arms to the side, palms to your shoulders. Let's make rotations with the elbows, drawing perfect circles, going in one direction first. Noticing the shoulder blades, the upper spine, the rib cage coming along with the movement here. And going into the opposite direction, forward, down, and back. Few more rounds. And then slowly arms to the side in T, flexing the elbows, touching your shoulders, and spreading your wings, palms facing up and into the shoulders. And just some movement like that, mobilizing gently the elbows and to the shoulders and open. One more time. To the shoulders and open, and slowly release hands down towards the floor, shoulders up, back and down, shoulders forward, down and back. Up, back and down, forward, down and back. One more. And slowly release. And bring the right arm up, flex the elbow, grab your right elbow with your left hand. Right hand goes in between your shoulder blades and guide that right elbow closer to your right ear. Use your breath. And release. Bring the right arm to the side. Rotate the palm back. Flex the elbow and bring the right hand to the left side of your waist, and then interlace the fingers on your left side. Guide the left ear to your left shoulder and stretch the right side of your neck. Slowly the head comes back to center. Release the hands, arms to the side in T position, and exhale down towards the floor. Inhale, left arm goes up to the sky, flex the elbow, place the hands in between the shoulder blades, and with your right hand, guide the left elbow closer to your left ear. Hold in position, watch your breath. And release, and bring the left arm out to the side, rotate so the palms is facing backward, flex the elbow and bring the arm behind and interlace the fingers into the right side of your waist. Take an inhale and exhale, the right ear goes to your right shoulder. Hold it here, close your eyes, go back to your deep breath. And slowly return the head back to center, release the hands, bring the arms overhead, interlace the fingers, lower the hands to the chest, and then round the spine, straighten the elbow, draw the chin in, holding position, opening again in between the shoulder blades, stretching those intercostal muscles in the back of your rib cage. Nice, easy breathing. And then inhale, lift the spine into neutral, bring the arms out to the side and behind you. Interlace the fingers down to your sacrum and then straighten the elbows to open the front of the chest. Breathing through this. Inhale and exhale through both nostrils. And then slowly release the hands down, arms overhead. And exhale, arms out, down towards the hips, shoulders up, back and down. Hands to your thighs. Inhale, chin up. Exhale, chin down. Inhale up to the sky and down to the chest. And inhale, open. And exhale, close. Now inhale, lift the chin up, rotate the head to the right, to the chest. Inhale, left and up. Same direction, few more rounds. And going into the opposite direction, to the right and up. Exhale, left and down. 2 or 3 more rounds, slowly moving the neck. And back to neutral position. Hands to the heart center, Anjali Mudra. Reconnect back with a long, deep breathing. Slowly open the eyes, bring the hands behind you, and do the crossing of the legs. Keep the feet and the knees together. And exhale, open the knee out. And bring the left knee up, right knee up, and exhale, open the left knee up. So just keep moving like this. Knees together, and then open one, and bring the knee up. Opposite knee drops to the side and up. Couple more rounds like this. Back through center. Now walk the feet wider than the hips and windshield wiper. Move both legs from side to side. And back. Drop the legs to one side. Let's find our way to tabletop position again. So moving more into the hips now. So wrist under the shoulders. Left leg back and down. Flex the knee, cross it over your right leg, and then walk the hands closer and relax your elbows and move the hips slightly back. So make sure you're not leaning to one side. You try to drop the hips evenly, but the stretch should be felt on the outside of your left hip and glutes. Hold it there. Nice, easy breathing. And back to table, and do the crossing, left leg back and up. Flex the knee, left knee under your left hip, right knee under your right hip. Now right leg goes back and up, flex, cross it over to your left leg, adjust your hips so you're moving the hips evenly back. Halfway down, you don't have to go all the way down. Then we'll soften the shoulder, make sure your shoulders not up to your ear, shoulders back and down. And you should feel the stretch now on the outside of your right hip. Deep breath, concentrate on that full breathing, please. Back through center, right leg back and up, right knee under the right hip, left knee under your left hip, and move to child's pose again. Elbows, forearms down, take a moment here. Back to table, tucking the toes under, press. Let's come to downward dog, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Straighten the knees, hips up, heels towards the floor, shoulders away from your ears with external rotation, and the chin goes to your chest. And heels up and heels down. And then walk your hands towards the feet. Take your blanket from your mat. Bend the knees slightly, holding from the opposite elbows. Relax the spine. Create a space in between each vertebrae. Here, the gravity is assisting you, so make sure the crown of the head is pointing towards the floor. Few more round of breath here. Feel the opening, the space in between each vertebrae. And then bring the hands towards the hips. Keep the chin in. Activate the core to lift the chest off the thighs and slowly lifting, straightening the legs. And we're all now in Samasthiti. Hands to the heart. Elbows by your rib cage. Reconnect back with the breath in case your breath got a little short or choppy. You want that quality of smooth breath back. Notice your feet. Feel if you need to pick up through the arches. You distribute the weight evenly, front and back of the feet and both sides. And slowly lower the hands down by your hips. Now I'm going to be facing to my laptop. Have your feet separated wider than the hips, hands to your waist, and then just make rotation with the hips and the legs in one direction. Just bend the knees slightly and going into the opposite direction. Back through center and right foot under right hip, left foot under right hip. Now the right foot goes behind your left leg, so the outside of your feet are parallel. And we're going to keep the left hand to your left waist and the right arm goes up to the sky. Flex the elbow and then move the hip to the right as you bring the torso to the left. Guide the right shoulder back. Keep finding that opening on the right side of the torso, the outside of the hip. Nice, easy breathing. Lateral stretch again from the armpit all the way to the outside of the right hip. Inhale, return the spine back to neutral. Release the arm down by your right hip. Right shoulder forward, up, back, and down. Hand to your waist and do the crossing of the leg. Right foot is under the right hip. Left leg goes behind now. Keep your right hand in your left and the right side of your waist and reach with the inhale up and move the spine and the hips to the left, and the left side of the torso and the hip to the left, and the spine goes to the right. Relax and guide the left elbow back again. Feel the breath. And slowly return the spine back through center, lower the left hand down to your waist, and do the crossing of the legs, left foot and your left hip. From here, I'm going to come this way, hands to your thighs, cat-cow from standing position, elbows by your rib cage, arch the spine, keep the knees slightly bent, exhale, elbows out, round the spine. Inhale, elbows in, open the chest, exhale, round into the cat. Inhale into the cow, exhale into the cat, one more. Inhale, opening into the cat, cow, and exhale into the cat. And slowly return back to neutral position. Hands to the heart. Take a moment. Going back to your breath. Feel the breath moving in and out with control and tension and intention. And gently release the hands down by your hips. Let's come into King Dancer pose, our standing balance pose. You can reach and hold from the furniture if you need to, but we're going to come into the modified King Dancer. So you place your weight in your right leg and then flex your left knee and reach with your left hand to grab the top of your left foot. You see my knee is out. I don't want that. I want the knee in line with the hip, closer to your right knee. And then you can bring the arm up to the sky, relax your shoulders and just hold in position there. Find a spot where you can focus your gaze. Slow down the breath. Couple more rounds. And release the hand down, release the left foot down. And let's have some movement on that right foot. Shake the legs, both legs, and then we're going to bring the balance on the left side of the leg. So once we find the balance there, flex the right knee and grab the top of your right foot with your right hand and guide the right knee closer to your left knee. When you're ready, you can bring the left arm up, soften the shoulders. Again, find that spot on the floor where you can focus your gaze. Concentrating back into that nice, smooth, controlled breathing. One more round of breath. And release the arm, release the foot, and give some movement to both legs. Shake them. All right, now we're going to modify here when we come to a squat position. So have your feet wider than the hips with the toes and the feet facing out. So maybe you need to adjust here because we're going to flex the knee, and then in control, we're going to lower as far down as we can. Maybe you have to use your block and just sit in the block in level 3 if you need to. So adjust the position of the feet here and the heels so you can drop the hips and the pelvic floor towards the floor. Some of you cannot lower the heels down, so you can roll your blanket or your towel and make a little roll there and use that as a heel, so you can place your heel and you're not struggling trying to reach the heels down towards the floor. If you can keep the heels down, just have your hands together, and with the arms, gently press and open those knees a little bit wider. Relax your shoulders and just close your eyes. Here, breathing in and out. Inhale, when you inhalation, you soften your pelvic floor, and when you exhale, you contract. You're kind of trying to hold your PN. Inhale, soften your pelvic floor. Exhale, contract. Inhale, soften. Contract and bring it in. Inhale, release. Exhale, contract. Inhale, release. Contract. Soften. Contract. Soften. And contract. And release. Bring the hand behind, one hand behind you, the other one hand behind you. Come to a seated position. Bring the legs in front of you and shake your legs. And sit it on your blanket again. Let's do some windshield wiper movement. We held in position with a squat. Now let's bring some movement back to those hips. And dropping the legs to one side. Let's place the blanket on the back of the mat to support our necks and head. And then let's all find our way to the front of the mat with the knees bent. Come to farmer's pose. Grab your arms, your hands, or your wrists with your opposite hand round the spine, holding position. Lift the chest, and we're going to go down towards the floor. Arms forward, shoulders back and down. Then bring the belly into the spine, one vertebra at a time as you press through the feet in control. We're going to lay the spine slowly down towards the floor. Take a moment here, guide the chin to your chest so you're lengthening the neck again, and keep your heels under the knees and the feet wide as your shoulders. Take a moment, concentrate on the breath again. And lower the hands down to your heels. Chin in, inhale, pick up the sacrum, the lower back, middle back, high into bridge. Inhale, thighs and knees in. Inhale, open to neutral. Exhale, thighs and knees in. Inhale, open. Exhale, close. Open. Exhale, close. Inhale, open, keep lifting. Exhale, close. Inhale, open. Exhale, close. Open, one more. Exhale, close. Inhale, open, and gently upper spine, middle back, everything goes down towards the floor. Hug yourself, stretch your lower back. Nice, easy breathing. Open the knees and thighs wider, bring the feet up. Full happy baby. holding from the outside of the feet or the ankles. Just draw the chin to your chest and make sure your lower back is flat on the floor. Release, extend the legs up to the sky, rotate the ankles in one direction. So keep your legs wide, wider than the hips in a V. So rotating the ankles in one direction and then going into the opposite direction. And flex, lower the feet down, right foot on top of your left thigh, and then extend the left leg up to the sky, holding from the hamstring, extend the left leg up, exhale, flex the knee, lower the foot. Inhale, straighten, exhale, lower. Inhale, straighten, and down, straighten, and down. Couple more rounds. One last, straighten, exhale, flex, and release. Reach with the hands, grab from the shin, and just hold it here to concentrate on the IT band stretch. And release. Right foot down, left foot on top of your right thigh. Holding from the hamstring, inhale, right leg goes up. Exhale, flex the knee, lower the heel. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, flexing down. Inhale, up. And exhale, lower. 3 more rounds. Now flex and lower, holding from the shin. All right, and let's stretch the IT band on the left side. Hold and breathe. And release the left foot down. Keep holding from the right knee. Make circles in one direction. Again, movement comes from the hip joint, drawing a perfect circle with your right knee. And going into the opposite direction. And release the right foot down, grab the left foot, knee in, and moving in a circle in one direction first. And into the opposite direction. And release the left foot down. Arms in T position, palm facing down. Inhale, lift the feet up, 90-degree angle between the feet, the knee, and the hips. Take an inhale and exhale, twist to the left as you drop both legs to the left. Guide the right knee closer to your left knee, pick up the head and turn it over to your right side. Hold in your position, your Jatara Paravriti. One more round of breath there. Again, arms in T, engage the core. Inhale, bring both legs back through center. Find a 90-degree angle. And exhale, in control, lower the legs to the right slowly. When you get there, guide the left knee closer to your right knee, pick up the head and turn it over to your left shoulder. Holding position and breathe. And slowly, arm in T, activate the core, inhale, both legs back to neutral position. Lower the feet down, wide as your hips. Pick up the pelvis, a hip into bridge. Align your spine nicely there. Bring the arms down by your side and then slowly release down, down, down towards the floor. Hug yourself, thighs into the chest. Pick up the head off the mat, chin to your chest, forehead to your knees. Exhale, release slowly the head down towards the floor. Rock your head gently from side to side. Head back to center, lower the feet down, walk the feet wide as the mat, arms in T. Some windshield wiper movement here. Remember, when you drop the legs to one side, the head goes to the opposite direction. Just move slowly here. Few round of breath. Back through center. Extend the right leg to the right corner of the mat and bring the left leg up to the sky and then cross it over to your right ankle. Sweep the arms overhead, flex the elbows, grab your left wrist with your right hand. Take a nice inhalation through both nostrils. And exhale, exhale, guide the spine to the right. Keep your left elbow down. And last lateral stretch of the torso. Relax and breathe from the armpit all the way down to the outside of your left hip. Slowly return the spine and the head back to center. Left leg goes up to the sky and then lower to the left corner of the mat. Now the right leg goes up and cross it over to your left ankle. Grab your right wrist with your left hand. Inhale and exhale. The spine moves to the left. Relax your right elbow down and watch your breath as you keep stretching and opening those intercostal muscles on the right side of your torso. Breathe long and deep. Slowly return the spine back through center and do the crossing of the leg. Bring the right foot to the right corner of the mat. Release the hands. Bring the arms somewhere in between the hips and the shoulders, palm facing up. Adjust your spine and you're now in your last pose. Welcome to Shavasana. Core pose, time of letting go, time of surrendering to your last pose. I'm going to guide you through some body awareness and relaxation. As you are here, with your eyes closed, I invite you to return to your regular breathing pattern. And notice your toes. Bring the attention to the top of your feet and the sole of the feet. Notice your ankles, your calf muscles, and your shins. Be aware of your kneecaps and the back of your knees. And from the top of both knees, going down to the sole of the feet, do your best to relax the lower part of both legs. Now soften your thighs, your hamstrings, your glutes. Release any tension in your pelvis, your pelvic floor, and both hips, the front and the back. And from the top of your hips down to the sole of the feet, both legs gently are sinking down towards the mat. Now guide your attention to your lower back muscles, to the back of your middle back, to those muscles in between the rib cage and the muscles on the thoracic spine, your shoulder blades as you free the scapula. Do your best to soften the back line of your spine. And then the attention comes to your abdomen as you soften the muscles around the abdomen. Release the belly towards the base of the spine. Relax all other internal organs. Soften the muscles in between the rib cage and the front. Release your heart and soften the muscle of your chest, your sternum, your collarbones. And from the top of your collarbones, do your best to relax the anterior part of your torso. Now the tension goes to the shoulders, the front and the back. Both upper arms, both elbows, both forearms, your wrist, your palms, the top of your hands, and all your fingers. And from the top of the shoulders, front and back of the body, all the way down to the sole of your feet, your body feels heavy, but at the same time, there's a feeling of lightness. The throat is soft and open. The muscles of the neck are relaxed. You are releasing your jaw, your chin. You're softening your lips, upper lip, and you're relaxing the tongue to the base of the mouth. Relax your teeth, your cheekbones. Soften your temples and the ears. Relax your nose. And allow your eyeballs to sink down to the base of your eye sockets as you soften your eyelids, eyebrows. Relax your third eye, forehead, and your crown chakra. From the crown chakra down to the sole of the feet, you are letting go. You are sinking down slowly, inch by inch, towards the mat. Gently, please begin to deepen your breath. Slowly rock your head from side to side, wiggling toes, wiggling fingers. And reaching with the arms overhead, take a deep inhalation. And as you exhale, hug yourself. Bring the thighs into the chest, stretch your lower back. And then slowly, as you hug, you roll over to one side in fetal position. Take a moment. Slowly, gently, let's all sit together. Lifting the spine. from the heart center. In the moment here to bring the attention back to that nice, control, comforting, like coming to the arms of the mother kind of breathing, where we feel contained, where we feel at peace and relaxed. And so bring the hands closer to the heart center. Let's bring this feeling of gratitude within us. Being grateful for our bodies. Always with some kind of limitations, grateful that we are here doing our best to stay healthy, to stay active, to stay present. Being grateful for the capacity, ability of always keep bringing peace within us. We have the skill and ability to slow down the mind, to stop and reflect, to pause and find what is best for us, physically, mentally, spiritually, what is best for us. We have the freedom to keep coming back to that state of peace, the sattvic state, when the mind is at peace, when the heart is at peace, we see things clearly and we act accordingly. And that is yoga. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Now let's have peaceful, loving, sweet thoughts to keep cultivating. And we all have peaceful, loving, sweet words to keep offering to everybody all the time. And may our actions always be inspired by love, peace, compassion, and sweetness. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. And I thank you all very much for being here today, practicing yoga. Namaskar. Thank you.
Thank you.